The Emperor's New Groove. It's a movie people remember. They look back fondly at it. It's funny. It's great. We also know that it didn't start out as The Emperor's New Groove. In fact, it started out as a big, epic Incan tale called Kingdom of the Sun. And the way we were able to learn about that was from this documentary that I'm talking about, The Sweatbox. Directed by Trudy Stylers, details the troubled production from Kingdom of the Sun to Emperor's New Groove. It was first shown at the 2002 Toronto International Film Festival, and since then, it's been buried. Disney has not given it a public release, no Blu-ray, DVD, digital release of it. It only exists on a Disney archive, or I got to watch it on a Disney archive site. Since they never released it publicly, and I want to see, and I've been wanting to check out this documentary for quite a bit. But this documentary, it's perfect. It's perfect because it shows me everything I need to know about the process of making an animated film, and also the process of doing score and writing songs, just everything. It can be a tough process, but at least I've got a better understanding of it thanks to this documentary. Alright, so quick summary. Roger Allers, who directed Lion King, was given his own project to do, but the pieces weren't puzzling together. So they brought in Mark Dindal to kind of give some ideas, and he, along with one of the storyboarders, were able to pitch a story that's more into comedy than a complex epic that taps into some really deep themes. It's honestly just kind of sad to see Allers being so passionate about this, and then it just goes away. I mean, I feel bad for him, because our passion projects, we all have one. We think of it as our baby, and it's really hard to say goodbye to that. It's a process that we don't want to go through, but we have to. But hey, at least Allers got to. At least he was able to make a big epic for Disney with The Lion King. But I would have loved to have seen how Kingdom of the Sun would have played out had it been released. But if Kingdom of the Sun did get fully finalized and finished, there would be some great things we wouldn't have that we did get in Emperor's New Groove. One of those being Kronk. Because, a world without Kronk, that's not a good world. Kronk's a precious boy. We stand Kronk. And, I'm also just it's kind of sad that, Allers didn't get to make his version. Normally in situations like this, this means that when a film is having really difficulties with its story, it means disasters on the way. But nope, that wasn't the case. The team were able to rework the film within 18 months. By getting a 6-month extension that was originally denied by then CEO of Disney, Michael Eisner, but then he eventually gave the team those 6 months to those extra 6 months to retool the film, which then had a result into the film delaying from the summer of 2000 all the way up to December 15th. But anyways, I was getting off track, but yes, it's upsetting to see that, or normally in a situation like this, it means the film is like just, yes, it's in trouble, but normally it means like that it's not gonna turn out good in the end. But nope. Emperor's New Groove still turned out fantastic in the end. Like, it still gave us great characters, so many funny slapstick moments, and I mean, at least there was that. Like, they were still able to make something really good. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, there's something. One of the major contributors to this whole documentary, and that's been given a great focus on. Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner, or as we know him, Sting. So he was brought on to do 6 songs for Kingdom of the Sun. I think two of them, as far as I'm concerned, were able to make it onto the official soundtrack for the Emperor's New Groove. Those being Walk the Llama Llama and Yzma's song Snuff Out the Light, which is just so fantastic. Oh yeah, Eartha Kitt as Yzma was one of the few things they were able to keep from Kingdom of the Sun into Emperor's New Groove, along with David Spade, and the idea of this Incan prince learning humility after being turned into a llama. So we weren't able to, at least those things we didn't get to lose. But anyways, when the film was being changed, this meant that some of the songs Sting had written didn't make much sense. And it especially didn't make much sense once the film was heavily retooled into the Emperor's New Groove. So yeah, he wasn't happy about it. But eventually he did get to make 2 songs for the Emperor's New Groove, those being Perfect World and My Funny Friend and Me. But the one that just really upset him was the original ending, where it's like, alright, so Cusco, like, plans to destroy Pacha's house to build, like, a water park, as we see in the beginning of the film. But at the end, he would relocate it instead to a hill, and with Sting being an environmentalist or activist, he just wasn't happy about this. So he sent them a letter, and Disney were able to see the concerns and made the change to the ending, thankfully. And just getting to see, like, how much Sting goes through, like, all the time he puts into making the songs, then having to be brought back when he didn't have that kind of energy in him, it's a lot. That's a great way to describe this documentary. It's a lot. Like, for being under an hour 30 minutes, it still manages to provide us so much information about the creative process, about making an animated film. And that's just what I needed to learn, and this documentary showcased it perfectly. Hopefully someday Disney can give this a public release, and give it the public release it obviously deserves, because this is just a masterpiece in terms of documentaries.